If you are joining me for the first time, I flip used PCs for profit on eBay. I sell pretty much, laptops, phones, desktop PCs, mini PCs, everything IT related. And I do participate in the eBay refurbished program. And I make a lot of videos about me, flipping PCs for profit, pretty much telling you exactly what you have to do if you want to be part of this game. A few days ago, I found this location here, very beautiful location, nice background. At this time of the morning, the sun is not out and everything kind of looks very cool, a very beautiful time to actually make videos. And I've been loving it because every morning I come here to kind of reflect, not just make videos, because videos is just not all I do. I do a lot of deep thinking because it is my intention that this business is going to go places. It's going to be a business that pretty much prints money. At the moment, it does print money, but there's still a lot of work to be done. And sometimes when I come here in the morning, I just want to reflect on how my week is going to be. This kind of reflection I do on a Monday morning because every other time it's going to be very, very busy. So the best time you want to give shape to your week is when you come on a Monday morning and plan how it is going to be. See, last week I did start with my tax returns for last year, and I'm putting a lot of work in making sure that everything pretty much gets done in about a week or two. And the beautiful thing is that if you are in business and you develop a culture of always documenting whatever transaction you do. When you buy stuff, keep the invoice. When you get an invoice sent over to you in the form of a PDF document, print it out and file it. When you receive it's called Abrechnung in German. In other words, a document showing your transaction details from wherever platform that you buy on. You want to download it, you want to save it. If you spend money, going to your place of work, buying anything that your business needs to operate, you want to document it, because if you have already done these individual documentations, when you sit down to want to, do your tax return, it's going to be a one-way street. Pretty much what I have realized, and this is the kind of culture I want to keep, going forward. So that has started. Hopefully this week I should be done with it. But then I'm also taking a look at the shop. I did see that there's still a lot of work to be done. Like I said, I have to buy new inventories. Taking a look at the sold items on eBay, I kind of realized that there's a certain group of mini PCs that are selling at the moment, and I do not have them, and I would really love to be part of that market, to get a little bit of the market, right? This is what we do every time. When you see that a particular seller is kind of killing this particular product, you want to do your best to find that product, because at the end of the day, no seller operates in isolation. As soon as a seller has an item, it's almost certain that it's somewhere else. You can actually, get that same item if you look deep enough. Of course, there are instances where it's just a monopoly. A seller gets a group of, desktop pieces and it just resides with the seller alone. But like I said, from my experience, if you take a deep look at the market, you will be able to find the same kind of product from another giant reseller, something you pretty much call a supplier. And this is always something I want to encourage you. If you want to, do any kind of business, any kind of category, always try to work with a supplier, because this is the only way you're going to have peace of mind. A long time ago, I used to try to do all these heavy liftings myself, trying to source for inventories from, Facebook Marketplace, from people's homes. It works, and I will tell you for real, you actually get the best profit position when you go ahead to buy from these local marketplaces. You buy from Facebook. In Germany, in my own case, there is a small website we used to call eBay Kleinanzeigen. If you are opportune to find a laptop there or a desktop PC, most times you're going to get a better position than you buying from a giant supplier. But the problem is you have to always be on the road. You have to keep driving back and front just to be able to constantly get goods. And sometimes these private sellers, when they sell these items to you, they do not offer you a form of guarantee or stuff like that. You buy it, and if the item doesn't work, you are pretty much on your own. But if you want to make it a sustainable business like what I did, I finally ended up just pitching tent with a supplier, and most of the time the supplier is also a very big giant buyer from the manufacturers of these PCs. The manufacturers cannot just afford to deal with everybody that comes and want to buy products. So what they normally do is to pass this giant product that they get back from giant multinationals. They sell it to the big time wholesalers, and these wholesalers kind of distribute it, to us. It's just a little chain, and if you find a way of being in one of these chains, you can actually make a lot of money, doing it. Of course, if there's a lot of money to be made, understand that there's also going to be a lot of work, a lot of deep thinking, just as I am doing here. So I'm going to be, visiting my supplier, taking a look at what they have, trying to buy an inventory or two. 2 weeks ago, I also did take a look at my, listing template on eBay, did a lot of changes here and there, kind of spent a whole day just trying to, revitalize the shop, make sure that the banner kind of speaks to the kind of item or the quality of items that were listed on the shop on eBay. That has been done. Of course, I kind of felt like even the banner that I spent a whole day doing, there was something that was still essentially missing. Of course, my click-through rate went over the roof. My impression also went over the roof because of just a singular change, because I made my shop in such a way that if somebody comes in, to want to buy something, they are going to see that, look, I've also got other items on sale on my, the listing template. They can actually click it, and this, clicking on the picture that is on the side panel, takes them to the offer, a kind of a complex linking within the shop. And this is actually what the eBay algorithm also wants to see. They want to see that people are, coming in and going out of your shop. And when they see that this shop has a lot of, traffic, most of the time they want to push you up in the search, ranking. It's just what it is. I mean, I'm not saying it's a hack, but it's just what I've noticed. And most of the time, I want to make it possible that when people come to my page, the listing, page of the particular offer, and when they are reading through the description, there's always a place for them to click further. It takes them to another offer within my shop. And I feel like this is the best way, to actually, make people kind of see your shop as a professional shop, and even not, come to your shop and end up not buying something. The idea is that when somebody ultimately gets to land in your shop, he or she should be able to pick a thing or two. This is how you do the business. And before you can actually play this kind of game, it's a complex game, you have to be seen working on the shop. If you want to play the game of just taking items from point A, slapping it onto eBay and forgetting about it, it also works. I'm not going to lie, it works, and you're going to also make a lot of money doing that. But I'm telling you, if you want to build it as a business, you have to be seen doing what real businesses do. So I'm going to be doing that, making sure that the listing template is perfected, taking a look at the offers that are not selling, kind of delete them and release them. And in cases where I need to just donate certain things, which I already did, like 2 months ago, I went through my shop, threw away a lot of the stuff that was in my dead pile. Right now, my warehouse pretty much looks very empty, but I like it that way. It's a much better game to play than you have a lot of stuff. You can't seem to go through the little spaces that's left because stocks, different stuffs are just, piling up on the left and on the right side. I threw away everything. Warehouse looks empty, good air circulation. The items that are left, I know that these are items that I have physically spent money buying, and these are items that we ultimately sell. But the truth be said, it's not actually possible to have a shop or an eBay shop that doesn't have 1 or 2 dead piles here and there. It's always going to happen. There's always going to be that one return. There's always going to be that one defective item. But the thing is, the kind of items that now make up my dead piles, they are items that I can either use again, or I can actually go ahead, tear them up and sell them, for profit. This is exactly the culture or the way I want to keep the business, because if you are not careful, a reselling business can actually grow so big like a giant, and before you know it, the shop or the warehouse or wherever you operate tends to want to swallow you up, because there's just going to be so much junks. And once in a while, you always have to go in, take a look. Don't be sad about throwing away stuff. Sometimes you have to make losses when you consider the amount of money you spent in picking up certain things. It might be difficult to want to take those things and throw them away, but I tell you for free, the experience I have now with having a very, free shop, a shop that has a lot of space to move around, is just great, and I want it to actually, be like that. So I'm making a lot of pictures also as well, because if I go to my supplier and I can get some few products, definitely I have to come back and photograph them. For those products I already have photographed, I don't need to do anything. I don't need to bring them home, list them again, and this is what it is. Always good to keep photographs. If you make a photo of, say, this, pilot right here, do not delete it afterwards. When you finish using the photo and the items have already sold, try to save that picture. You're going to need it, because it's almost certain that you are going to get this product once again. This is the beauty of selling electronic or IT related hardwares, because a computer or a laptop or a tablet is something that you can always get again. And if you get it and the condition is the same like what you just photographed, you can actually go ahead and already list the item without having to come and make photographs again. Of course, I'll also be cleaning the warehouse, because here and there last week we did a lot of transactions, cartons here and there. Definitely, I used to have a culture where at the end of the day, when I come back from the post office, I want to just clean the warehouse and make sure that the warehouse is prepared for the next day work. But sometimes it doesn't always happen like that, because sometimes you have to be in a hurry, quickly run to the post office, and when you come back from the post office, something else needs your attention. Perhaps you want to go home and quickly do something. It is what it is. Last week, I left the warehouse in a mess situation. So today, I am going to actually start with cleaning it up to make sure that everything is, free, because when you have a warehouse that's clean, you are actually reducing the incidence of an accident happening within the warehouse. There are so many times I had stepped on a cable, my leg just got tangled in a cable and I fell down. There are so many times my scissors, my sellotape, it just fell down, all because the table I was using to work was so clustered I didn't see these things. And you can actually get hurt if you are operating from a space that is not well taken care of. And this is one of the things that I came to prioritize. I am going to be doing it also today. Of course, I'm going to be making content, because it is what it is. If you are into this game of reselling, especially when you sell on a platform, say eBay, you are generating an untold amount of content. You see, me just going to the warehouse this morning, just taking a look, is already content. Me, going to my supplier's place and picking up an item or two is already content. Me bringing the items to my workshop, opening them up and try to, test them and see that they are in good working condition is already content. And if I am not making videos of this content, I'm telling you, that would be a great disservice right there, because we are living in a day and age where content creation is part of the game, and it is what it is. Even though it might take a little bit of time, an extra 1 or 2 hours every day, like I'm here now, I already did my thinking. Normally I should have gone home, but I'm still sitting here for an extra 15 minutes just to be able to make this content. And this is one of the best hack that I have. I have a good background, have a good lighting system. I try as much as possible to keep this video exactly the way it is. I don't want to start to go into the video and edit them and pull so many transitions, because that's just going to be another time spent. All right, I come here, do my thing, talk for about 15 or 20 minutes, take the video from my card and post it directly. If there are instances where I have to cut off a thing or two, definitely I will, but I try as much as possible not to spend a lot of time on this content thing. But the thing is, I have to be seen making content. To this end, just to make sure that my processes are well streamlined, I did have to get a good camera, because in the warehouse, when I'm in the middle of an action, like packing a PC, making sure that the PC gets shipped out, I want to be able to capture that action for you guys. It is what it is. If you are opportuned to also play the content game, you have a process that ensures that you play that, please go ahead and do it. Of course, I understand that some people operate from their kitchen, and in this case, you might be not so comfortable with showing your kitchen and everything you have around, while also doing your eBay, and possibly your wife coming and kind of, wanting to, you know what I mean. But I'm just saying that if you have a situation where you can actually do content while you are also doing your eBay shop, you want to knock yourself out. That's the best game I have seen that people are playing, and it is the best thing that you can actually do for yourself and for your business, because for some funny reason, your social media channel could be monetized. Yes, social media in this case, because it's not just tied to YouTube. It could be on Instagram, it could be on TikTok, on Facebook. They could be monetized, and you can also make that as a little stream of income, because at the end of the day, you cannot just sit down with reselling and say, no, this is the only thing I want to do forever. If you can combine reselling with other sources of income, you are going to be Gucci, and this is exactly what you are going to be doing. Of course, I'm also going to be doing some reach outs, looking at whoever will be willing to do business with me. I kind of reach out to, new suppliers once in a while, but the thing about onboarding a new supplier is that it takes a lot of time. My supplier that I currently work with, I have been with them for 5 good years, and that's a good relationship right there. If you reach out to somebody else, you have to, take time to kind of, build a relationship, build a buying history before you begin to ask for a special discount. And this is actually the point that you want to get to, a point where you can actually, you know, build a particular supplier for so long that you can begin to ask for like 15% or 20% discount on whatever items you buy. See, I could go on and on, you know, telling you the benefits of you working with a supplier, but I'm going to leave it here because there is work to be done. Gradually, the time is, you know, going to there about 8 o'clock. And the hack is that you have to start your day as soon as possible. I started since there about, you know, 5 o'clock, and I'm here now, 8 o'clock. I now need to go to the warehouse and begin to put all these different things I have taught about into full effect. I hope this video kind of helps you, gives you a kind of, you know, brief impression of how my week as someone that flips PC on the internet kind of goes. If you have any kind of questions, please feel free to go to the comment section. Let me know about it. And if this video has kind of, you know, given you an insight here and there, let me also know about it. Consider, you know, clicking on the like button, and do consider subscribing to the channel because it's going to help me out a lot. Until I see you again in the next video, peace out.